What's going on YouTube? So it's Martin
and Kristina
from Thrift Store Gold back at you with another video. So we got a couch video going on today, guys. We're gonna be going over how we do listings, and Kristina's gonna explain in depth how she does eBay and Poshmark listings. We're gonna put like a screen share of her phone on the screen so you guys can actually see what she's doing, and we won't just be talking about it. So enough wasting your time. We'll roll this intro and we'll be right back. So now that you guys are back from that intro, if you're new to this channel, her name is Kristina, my name is Martin. We want to thank you for coming on. We've been making videos for almost 2 years now, just about reselling and documenting our lives. So that's what our videos are about. Today we're going to be talking about how Kristina does listings, because I'm going to start doing more listings myself. So I'm going to learn a little bit during this video as well. So let's just enough wasting time and break right into it.
Yes, so I'm actually going to be showing you guys some of the stuff that you saw in yesterday's video.
Yeah.
So it actually is the same day and everything. So we got those pictures, and I'm going to show you guys how I'm going to list one of the bundles of the Nautica shirts, and then on Poshmark how I list it's going to be a different bundle of Nautica shirts though, because I've recently noticed that like to actually bundle stuff on Poshmark like is actually smart, instead of just leaving it up to the buyers to like bundle their own stuff, if that makes sense. So I'm going to start off with eBay, and then I'm going to show you guys literally from start to finish how we search it, how we do everything. So I'm really excited, and yeah, hopefully I don't go too fast just because I've been doing
Take your time. I mean, this might be a longer video, guys. It might be a slow video. We don't really know how this is gonna go.
Poshmark is super easy, so you guys will be able, you'll be able to see how much easier Poshmark is if you've never listed on there, and then you'll be able to see the in-depth details of eBay when you're listing on there.
And she'll be going over pricing and all of that.
Yes, and how we figure it out. Well, I guess I'll go over that really quickly before we jump into it. I know, just because we've sold so many Nautica t-shirts on Poshmark and eBay, that really they're probably worth about $15 a piece, if that. So 3 of them together, I'm probably going to list them together at $37.99, just because it's a little bit in the middle from 3 of them at $15, which would equal $45, and $37 is just a little bit better than $40. It's kind of like doing 2 of them plus half a price of 1. But it also looks better for people if you were to like break it down. Like if someone were to ask you like if they wanted to buy 1 shirt and you're like, oh, they're $15 a piece, then people are like, oh, maybe I'll just buy all 3. But anyways, long rant over. Then we are going to list on Poshmark the short sleeves versions of the Nautica shirts that we have. So there's only 2 in those. And again, they're probably worth about $15 to $17. So in total, I will lot them together for $25 on Poshmark.
Okay.
Sometimes I tend to raise prices up on Poshmark, but I've been trying to give more generously just to see if we're able to make more sales and stuff like that. So enough with that being said, I just wanted to kind of explain where our pricing comes from, because it is a little bit like, I don't look up pricing on a lot of things beforehand, just because we've sold so many of like Nautica t-shirts or Levi shirts to know these things. So once you start doing it more and more, you're getting like a niche of stuff, you'll be able to, that kind of stuff just pops up more easily. But anyways, now we're going to break into literally everything from the beginning of searching on eBay for the listing. So here we go. So now that we're on our home eBay screen here, we're basically just going to go into search for anything. I'm going to look up long sleeve Nautica men's shirts. And
guys, I'm here just like you to learn. So I'm not going to be talking, I'm just looking at her screen.
That's right. So depending on like what pops up here, these are all like button down shirts. I'm gonna try to do Nautica cotton long sleeve.
You could do like long sleeve t-shirt.
Yeah, there we go. Alright, so even so, like this is $11.99, but that's direct shipping from Nautica themselves.
But is that the sold listings?
Well, no, but I'm just saying, like, so even...
She's getting a general price.
Even Nautica themselves is shipping on eBay, is what I'm trying to show there. But, alright, so anyways, I'm just trying to find something to do, like, a copy similar listing from. I don't like to go from actual stores because it's a little bit weird with like the copying listings and stuff, so sometimes I'll go into filter and then, oops, condition. I can never find this.
Filter, then condition. And
used. Because then you don't get Nautica's stuff that pops up. So there we go, a little bit more similar items here. So I really don't ever spend this much time trying to find, this is crazy. Logo embroidered. Goodness gracious. Alright, well, I'm sorry this is taking so long. I feel like
it's okay, we got time, right guys?
This is crazy. I feel like I'm like blanking on the name of the shirts. They're just cotton
t-shirts or cotton long sleeve t-shirts.
Cotton long sleeve t-shirts.
Do you want a drink?
No.
I'm gonna get a drink.
Okay.
It's weird, but it's my first time ever grabbing a drink during a video.
Alright, so again with the used. Okay, here we go. So like casual long sleeve shirts. I guess the first time I looked up cotton it didn't work, but whatever. So we're gonna take it off of this red listing here that was pre-owned. And you're gonna go ahead and scroll to the bottom of the page. Honestly, being a new seller or even experienced seller, sometimes I do take a look over some of the listings here and just see some specifics or anything that they have, measurements or anything. But anyways, just to get this going, you're gonna scroll all the way almost to the bottom. That's the bottom of the page there, and you're gonna go to sell one like this. And once it pops up and everything, it's going to have some of the old information in it. So my first thing that I start off with is doing the title. I don't know why, but that's just something that I've always done. So you could add your pictures first just so you can see the item then, but regardless, we're gonna
go the title first.
Yes. So I do bundle of 3 Nautica long sleeve cotton small logo. This is where, I don't know, eBay's titles are so long now, I feel like I need to fill in so much of the title, but like on Poshmark it's so short. Okay, so bundle of 3 Nautica long sleeve cotton small logo basic t-shirt.
Comfortable.
Oh, comfortable.
I'm learning, guys.
Alright, so I filled up all 80 characters. I kind of just do relevant titles, names, or whatever. I know it kind of sounds choppy, but honestly, most people go off of like a 2-word search. So someone, I mean, clearly if I look up Cotton Nautica t-shirt, it doesn't come up, but regardless. So I was trying to be more specific with my keywords here, so it's able to pull it up for people who are searching the item. So anyways, we don't do a subtitle just because you typically have to pay for a subtitle. It's not really worth it. But then I'm going to go into photos and just add our photos here. And then I just have to find these. So we did a lot of 3 of red, green, and blue. So I'm going to just go ahead and select those pictures. And we have 10 out of 12 photos that we can add now. Not now. I would go through some of my items that I have on here are like the background removed off of them. Oh, we don't have to sit here. I always sometimes forget you don't have to sit and wait for them to upload. But anyways, I went through and looked at these pictures earlier, and all of the dimensions, because we took them on the square setting, were fine. So I'm going to leave it how they are. I just always make sure that they upload in the correct order, and if they do, then I double check. Oh, you want to know what I forgot for my title? Size medium. So anyways, but I always double, see that right there. I was just saying I double check my title with my pictures to make sure everything matches. And I guess I'll have to, I always like to put the title, the size in the title because it is really important on eBay.
So take out the basic t-shirt. I
was going to say, so I'm going to find something that's not as of a keyword and take that out and put in size medium. And also men's, forgot that too. See, so when we get to Poshmark, you'll be able to see the difference in listings. They have actual like size, brand, and everything categories that pop up on the actual listing on Poshmark's website. So it's a little bit different than eBay. So when you're cross-listing, you, I guess, just have to keep note of that. All right, bundle of 3 Nautica, size medium, men's. Size medium.
I see.
Yes. Learning the lingo on eBay is kind of ridiculous. Like EUC is excellent used condition, and I always thought it had something to do with like European sizing or something. NWOT is new without tags, and WT is new with tags, and just stuff like that. So but anyway, so now we have bundle of 3, size medium, men's, long sleeve cotton, small logo, comfortable tees.
Nice.
Okay, so now eBay has in here, which is really nice on the phone, is for the item specifics, they give you everything that you really need to like put in, and it tells you once you have it all finished, your little lightning bolt will pop up. But I just go in order here, so pre-owned, Nautica, regular, these size types, it's either big and tall or regular, which these are regular, and then we have size medium, so we have to change that. Red, I'm going to change this to multicolor just because it's not one.
It's a bundle.
And then here, so this is where I try to do as much as I can just because it helps with the searching. So type, it is a t-shirt, so I'll leave it at that. Actually, I'll do long sleeve t-shirt. And what's really nice about eBay is that they auto-capitalize every of your next word. So like Poshmark does not do that. So anyways, we have long sleeve t-shirt, sleeve length, long sleeve, fit. They are regular fit. Pattern is solid. They're in the men's department. They are crew necks, cotton blend. They are not vintage. The fabric type is jersey. So I'm gonna have to go over, I guess some of these would kind of be crucial depending on what you're listing. Like if the pictures don't really show it's a cotton t-shirt, it's important to put it here. But jersey is a type of cotton, so it's like this is a jersey t-shirt basically just because it's regular cotton. But then you have like fleece, which would be like, you guys can't see, but he's got fleece shorts on right now. And just different things like that. So like you just kind of have to know the difference between all these things. When I first saw this, I was like, what? Where's cotton? Cotton is the fabric type. But then I had to look it up a little bit more to notice that jersey is actually the name for cotton type t-shirts.
Wow.
So then along here a little bit more, we have additional specifics, and UPC does not apply for us. The theme, it depends really. I sometimes don't fill out the theme just because there really isn't a theme to that. And then I will double check to see where they were made. One sec. It's easier sometimes if you have the items in front of you, which we do, but I just India, so
yeah,
100% cotton, made in India. And then that's actually what this already said. So typically with a lot of similar brand t-shirts and stuff like that, the country of manufacture will typically be the same. Season, sometimes that's helpful, so I'll do fall and winter, spring too. Machine washable, and then always double check these extra additional specifics down here, because this is where buyers can put old information from the prior listing and it'll still populate into your listing. So I've made many mistakes not clearing that out and leaving different colors in there or different sizes, and it can really get like wacky. So then we have category, which it's already in men's clothing t-shirts, so I don't have to change that. But our store category, I will change it to clothes, not Cheetos, clothes.
Cheetos.
And then, so the only unfortunate thing is I do description and shipping on the computer. So eventually, I don't know if Martin's just gonna like pop it in right now. Alright guys, so now that we're on eBay's page here, we're in our drafts. We're gonna go into our bundle of 3 Nautica shirts that we had. We're gonna complete draft over on the left side. And then I always just do a double check to make sure everything is good here. So we have title, our store category, it's pre-owned. I'll put gently worn but in good condition here. So this is the condition description. It'll pop up before the description. And then all of these should be alright. Just make sure they're all still filled in really. And then this is where it's super nice. I've went in and saved templates here. So you can create a template or manage a template. But we're going to go into close, for close. And then, whoops, we don't want to stand out. I'm going to copy our title, scroll back to the bottom, paste our title, then we're going to make it bold. Whoops, not that big. Bigger, and then bold, and then measurements on this bundle of 3 men's long sleeve shirts. So this basically is something that I've come up with that I don't really tweak too much now just because it kind of covers everything for us. But basically it just says when an item is pre-owned, it is reviewed and checked over by us to ensure that we have the best quality items going out. But kindly be aware that this is used items. Items may contain signs of wear or flaws which we may have overlooked, and so on. And basically just something else stating that the picture might vary from monitor to monitor, but just something to really like tie up everything because, I don't know, it's just better to be safe than sorry in my opinion. So this is what I was talking about here about best offer. So we're going to go in and change these a little bit. I'm going to make this so it's not going to accept it unless they offer us $35 or more, and then it'll automatically decline a $1 offer or less. And then we have 1. We're not going to do sales tax, so basically all this stuff is going to stay the same, but this is what I was talking about here, that our payment policy, shipping policy, and returns policy are all the same. We have these all set up, so I just want to make sure that it's going into the correct shipping policy, because for some reason when they relist and stuff like that, it'll go to a copy of it. So as long as it's our main shipping policy copy or main shipping policy, I'm okay with it. Our PayPal is the main, that never changes. And then we have our returns policy, so we have 496 listings in that one and 294 in the other one. So it's going to be £1. I weighed that out actually ahead of time. And then I always promote our listings and do volume pricing. So these are just the last few things that we have to tie up our loose ends. And then I do these in quantities of 5. So we have buy 2, you can save 10% or more. Buy 3, you can save 15% or more. Buy 4, you can save 20% or more. So it's a pretty good deal here if you were to buy in bulk, I guess, on our page. But anyways, so right now we have nothing in fees, and we're just going to go ahead and list item. So exciting. And then I'm done now. And that's it. And that's how we get all of our drafts up, or well, all of our listings up on eBay. We start it on our phone and then finish it over here on our drafts page. So that was the drafts real quick for you. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of the video. In his editing process, but eventually later on we'll have to show you guys how we do our descriptions and everything, because I can't do it on here, unfortunately. The format doesn't stay, or it won't like bring it up correctly for our description. So I just try to delete the description because it makes it easier when you're bulk editing. And then I will leave the shipping information the same because we have a shipping option tab that we use on the computer. Same for payments. This should typically be set the same if you have a payment, like, I can't think of the word for it, but like a reoccurring like payment option or a shipping option. So yeah, we are going to leave it at that. Your camera's about to die and end.
So, camera actually died out and it stopped recording because Canons, they only go for 16 minutes, so it was kind of like a big...
It was a mess the last minute, but it's alright. Basically, all I was saying here is now you have everything completed. We have our pictures, our title, our item specifics, the category, and your store category, the price that you wanted at, and then all you have to do on the computer is go ahead and go in and edit the pricing in case you want any of your minimum offers different. Make sure your delivery options or shipment and packaging options are all correct. You can go over them here, but it is a little bit like we have an option for everyone pays $3.99 for any shipment, so that actually doesn't bring it up on the app, unfortunately, so I'll have to include that. And then just go ahead and finish the listing on eBay.
Nice.
So right now, basically all I'm going to do is save for later, and it saves it in your drafts right here. So we can see right here we have some of these are actually sold items that I've had to look at previous prices for, so ignore those two. But we have our draft right here, so once we're all set with it, basically we're just going to go in, like I said, on the computer, fix those last things and get it listed. And that's what's really easy for me. It might be easier to start on the computer just because everything is there for you, but because I've gotten so used to this, doing this, it's just way easier for me. It's just basically like step by step by step. But anyways, now we're gonna go ahead and go over to Poshmark, and we're gonna show you guys how to list 2 bundles of Nautica t-shirts on Poshmark. So Poshmark is a lot simpler than eBay is, so it is going to be much quicker for you guys, and yeah, so I hope you enjoy. So on your home page of Poshmark, you're gonna go right to the bottom and hit sell. It's going to bring,
our legs.
Yikes! It's gonna bring this up, and we're gonna go into and pick out the 2 Nautica t-shirts that we wanted to sell. So I had these bundled up. We had blue and black and white and blue. So I'm going to do the blue and the black ones. Sorry. All right. So click on the 6 pictures that we have. You can actually with Poshmark do 16 pictures. You can do 6 of 16, wow, which is really nice. They changed that from like 8, I think is what they had. But sometimes on Poshmark my main photo never comes in like centered, so I always have to redo it. But anyways, oh, I guess I should. Okay, so we edit all of our pictures and make sure everything is done beforehand, but those past few screens were just asking if you wanted to crop the photos, picking your main photo, and then also adding a filter to it. So I don't do any of that. Poshmark is really like a social media, so they're about like the filters and things, but it's just not my personal preference.
We don't like filters.
Yeah, you can do that if that's something that you like. But anyway, so then we're going to go into details here, which is what's really nice. You're going to go to what are you selling, put the title. So this is bundle of and this is what drives me crazy. Poshmark doesn't capitalize everything. Bundle of Nautica short sleeve basic t-shirts. And then T. I always end it with T. Some people do t-shirt or t-shirt, you know? So then in here, it's really kind of, we have a basic template for our description. So I'm just going to go pull it from the template here that we have in our drafts.
Well, maybe I'll put this description in our description if you guys want to copy it.
It's just a template, so I do go and tweak it. Yeah, through each listing. But this really helps just because sometimes on Posh, like you only have 1,000 characters, so you kind of have to be like short and sweet with what you want to say. But basically, in great condition, no stains, rips, or tears. And then I add in between here, bundle of 2 men's Nautica t-shirts.
So yeah, if you want this template, it'll be right below in the description of this video. Or
it's really short. You guys could probably pause it and type it out because
that too, you know,
so short. But just if either or. But anyways, bundle of 2 men's Nautica t-shirts, barely worn. Don't lie on that, but I just know these are barely worn. No pilling. No holes in any seams. And then please inquire measurements if interested. Alright, so sometimes depending on the bundle, I will put measurements in the description, but if they're the same size and same brand and everything, I won't, unless someone asks me for it. So if they were different sizes, I would differentiate right in the listing, just because it's like, okay, well, I listed it 2 different sizes, I should be right out front forward with like those different measurements. But anyways, so just saying that, comes from a smoke-free environment. If you don't have pets, you could put comes from a smoke-free / pet-free environment. We obviously have pets and Stormy, so I can't really put that. But then we just end it. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. Thanks so much for checking out our closet and as always, happy buying. It's a tongue twister. So anyways, this is where it's super, super, super nice. You go into category, men's, shirts, t-shirts. Quantity 1. I know there's 2 shirts there, but we only have 1 quantity of those 2 shirts. So you're going to go and select sizes, medium, brand is Nautica, should pop up right away. The color, which is nice because these are solid, and Poshmark only lets you pick 2 colors, which is a step up from eBay's 1 color, besides their multicolor option. We have blue and black, and then new with tags, no. And then original price. So for both of these, if you were to buy them in store, typically you're probably looking to spend $50 to $75. So I'll put it at the higher end just to make it look better. But $75, and then like I said, when we started this, I'm going to list these at $25 on here. So we'll put listing price $25, and then the earnings, if we got one sold, would be $20 for us. So then you go to next. I don't have it on my Facebook, but for Pinterest, Twitter, and Tumblr, we're sharing our listings on, and then literally all you have to do is list.
And then
that is it. And basically, you go into my closet, and you'll be able to see the listing right there.
That easy.
That easy. So super, it says 5 minutes ago, but I just did it.
But yeah, started.
Oh, probably. But yeah, so it's really nice, and then you can see everything that you just put there. And this is what I was saying by it pops up. So like, this is what the buyer will see: size, medium. I think when you search things up, it'll say like the brand. Yeah, so it'll say the size, then the brand, and everything. So it's a little bit nicer on Poshmark's end for doing that, so you don't have to put like size medium in the title per se. I mean, you don't necessarily have to on eBay, but it does help a lot more with the algorithm. But anyways, that was how to list on eBay and on Poshmark, or how I list on eBay and on Poshmark right now.
So thank you, Kristina, for sharing that with us, your ways and your knowledge. We hope you guys enjoyed that video. We hope you learned a little bit about it. We hope it maybe helped you to start your reselling business, or just helped you with your reselling business.
Yes, and I hope you guys enjoyed watching the sunset from the window from when we started to now. So
that was the video, guys. We hope you enjoyed. It's daily videos, so we've just been loving it. We take Saturdays and Sundays off, so you won't see us tomorrow or the next day, but then Monday we'll be back.
We will be back, and we are sorry again for missing Tuesday this week. We are trying to plan and budget our time.
Out of 3 weeks, though, we only missed 1 day, so that's not too bad for a start to get back in the daily videos.
We're killing it.
We love you guys. Peace. Go crush it.